Hi, I'm Grant Soliven. Welcome to Elements in Focus.
I'm Aaron Rheaume.
Sorry,
Grant's
Aaron.
better half.
Got you off guard with that one. My apologies. Well, anyway, thank you for joining us with Elements in Focus. Today, folks, we have a fun topic today to talk about. It's really in your risk management and life happens, a topic we often don't really cover in some of our content, so excited to get to it.
Yeah.
Elements in Focus, for those of you who have just joined us or maybe just joined us recently, here we cover our 5 critical elements. And as you can see on the screen, that's your life after work. We don't call it retirement. It's your life after work because we often find, Aaron, a lot of our families are busier when they turn in the keys for work than they were. They say, hey, I never knew I had this much time, and now it's all filled.
Yeah.
And so when it comes to your life after work, the next key area is tax planning. We've got the investment playbook, risk management, life happens, and legacy planning. I will say this up front, and I almost say it in every one of our conversations. Aaron and I are not going to be covering the market of the economy.
Yep.
Don't be disappointed. We're not leaving it out. We actually have a whole other segment designed to give you that information. It's called the Market Carver. And that comes out every Thursday at 11:04. So if you haven't signed up for it, get signed up for it. Our Chief Investment Officer and Managing Partner do a phenomenal job covering that content, and you're going to want to get your hands on it. But today, Aaron, the topic we're going to focus on is risk management and life happens, but more specifically, car payments, owning versus renting. So walk me through that. What should people do, or what should they consider?
Well, first and foremost, I guess the old age adage is you don't want to have a car payment or you don't want to have a lease payment. But in today's world, when cars are $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, that's a large chunk of money to be able to lay down cash in order to figure out whether you're going to lease that or buy it or pay cash outright. So the first, step is really figuring out what type of vehicle you want to purchase and why, right? Mm-hmm. What type of vehicle is going to fit your needs, what's going to fit into your life situation. And once you have that, then you can break it down by really where you're at situationally, right? Mm-hmm. So right now we're in a very low period where interest rates are significantly low. Mm-hmm. Some dealerships are offering 0% financing on new purchases. Some are offering incentives on leases. This may have been more of a conversation about a year ago when we were not in the COVID crisis of having shorts on vehicles right now, but it's still going to ring true. And so it's really breaking down what type of vehicle you're looking for, what can fit inside of that budget from a payment perspective, and are you the type of person that will hold that vehicle for a long period of time, or do you need the next shiny object and get another vehicle, right? So it's looking at the wear and tear that you're going to put on that. If you're going to drive it a lot and drive over the allotted miles that a lease would provide, probably not a good idea to do a lease.
Right.
If you're looking at owning, then we want to talk about how do you structurally finance that vehicle. Do you take cash out of your investments or savings? Do you use the bank's money at 0%? I'd probably be in favor of that personally.
Sure.
If I could go get a 0% loan, have my investments over here continuing to hopefully do well and make a monthly payment out of that. There's a lot of variables, guys. It's really making sure that you're plugging into your situation, your journey, and making sure if you have questions like that, we would be happy to help you think through those types of things.
Absolutely. And like Aaron said, if you're having questions about this and the guy or gal selling you the vehicle, right, it's maybe not being as truthful, you don't feel they're being as truthful as possible, find a professional like one of our team members to help you walk through the situation. Because, again, it's not as simple as just saying, I'll own versus I'll lease. There's a lot of things that really go into that equation.
Yeah, and if you do get into a lease situation, there's negotiating room inside of a lease that many people don't understand that they have. You can get the capital cost lowered, which is the vehicle cost, and be able to negotiate your way to a lower payment. So there's ways to negotiate in a lease payment, or there's ways to negotiate whether you're going to own it outright.
100%. If you have more questions about this, please feel free to reach our team at 800-928-4001, or you can find us at yourlifeafterwork.com. And again, if you're loving the content and liking what you're hearing, there is far more of it available to you at the Consider This program. You can find us on any of the radio stations that are listed, as well as the podcasting we have available on most podcasting platforms. So thank you for being with us on Elements in Focus, and we look forward to seeing you next time.